Hello, everyone. Welcome to William and the Magic Box. Today on our show, we are going to have DeSean. DeSean is from Atlanta, in Georgia, in the USA. So let's see what DeSean has to say. Enjoy the interview. Hello.
Hi,
Hello, DeSean. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Very well. Thanks so much for taking the time for the interview today. Thank you.
No problem.
So, how's your morning going so far?
It's just started now, but so far so good.
Tell me, where are you from?
I'm from Hampton, Virginia originally.
And that's the place you are living right now?
No, I live in Georgia now.
Okay. And why the change from Virginia to Georgia?
I wanted to live in the bigger city, and right now it's Atlanta.
Okay. And how far is Virginia from Georgia?
About 9 hours.
Not very close. All your family are back in Virginia?
Yes.
I see. And what do you do for a living, DeSean?
I'm a phlebotomist, lab tech. I take
Tell-
blood.
So tell me, what do you like the most about your job?
Uh, you know, it's gonna sound like messed up to say, but I like actually taking blood from people. Like
Mhm.
it's like a skill. I was a medic in the Air Force, so it's like one of those skills, and it was one of my favorite things from it. So I was like, you know what? If while I'm in school I can choose something to do, I'll choose to do this portion of it.
I see. So you've been in the Air Force before?
Yeah.
Wow. So tell me a little bit about the journey.
Oh. The Air Force journey or just my journey?
The Air
General.
Force journey.
So, let me see. It helped me develop it grew me into the man I am today, and I'm very grateful. But I also wouldn't want to go back because it was also very challenging, just, for the sake of having freedom or your own life and to make your own choices. But, I met my brothers and sisters. I met a lot of great friends, and we had great times, and we overcame things together. And it's, I was able to travel with them, and it was like from 18 to 24.
Wow, a few years.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think all those experiences in life always brings, challenge moments and lessons as well, and memories in a way.
Yes.
I think the people that we meet is always going to be in your life. When the connection is there, is always carry on the relationship. That's what I believe as well.
Yes.
DeSean, am I saying your name right? DeSean?
Yes, you are.
Amazing. So before we start our journey, William the Magic Box, I would you like to tell me something interesting about yourself?
Hmm. Just because I'm looking, I'm an artist. I paint.
Wow. Wow. So tell me about your career as a painter, as an artist.
Well, it's not so much career because I keep everything to myself, and then it's like it's been I've commissioned a piece every now and again, but I would not say it was a career. Yes.
Yes, absolutely. And why do you think that for now you just want to keep to yourself? It's something that you don't feel ready to expose to people around, or you just want to keep it for now and find the right moment?
I just want to keep it for now. I'm not ready to part ways with it.
Okay. DeSean, are you ready to go on a beautiful journey through your memories in life and to share your point of views?
All right, let's do this.
Amazing. Welcome to William and the Magic Box. So this is my best friend. From the fun questions. I'm just gonna play a song now just for us to move a little bit before the first question, okay? Let's do it. Oh, look at you. So before we start the game, during the journey, if comes up a question that you don't want to talk about for some reason, you don't want to answer, always can change, okay?
Okay.
First question for you is, what do you think people need to know about each other before they get married?
Before they get married, I think that you just keeping it general. They just need to learn each other's love languages and how they express love, and they need to know each other's triggers. They need to know how to communicate. Just because if they learn how to communicate and what triggers one another and how they express each other, I feel like they can make it through. I mean, anything. So it's like if they don't know and they don't communicate that, because a lot of times you have people conforming to what their partner wants, and then once they get into that marriage, it becomes real, and then it becomes now that they can't put up that front anymore, they're slashing. So love language, yeah.
And what would be the love language that you mean? What's the main ones that you think should be very connected?
Well, it's just like just knowing how you express it, right? So let's say your love language is physical touch, but let's say your partner's isn't necessarily physical touch, it's affirmation, and they feel a little uncomfortable to the touch, and it's like,
I think it's a maintenance every single day. I think it's about understanding, communication. I think that's what it's about, a relationship overall. Cool. Next question. Let's do it. Okay, Sean from Georgia. Next question is, what is your most embarrassing moment?
the most recent thing I can think of, and it's something that commonly happens, is because I haven't really been doing anything. You know how you get onto the elevator and someone like I can't think. All right, something good. I'm trying to think of something good, but it was
Okay.
so embarrassing. So I was so ready to leave that when somebody else entered the elevator, I sprinted out of the elevator and I had to rush back because I was nowhere near my floor. And they looked at me and they were like, "Oh, you must be in a rush to go home." And I was like, "Yeah, yeah," but it was like a little embarrassing. That's not exciting, you know.
It just happened. It just happened. You felt embarrassed. Why not?
Yeah.
And do you get embarrassed very easy?
At this point, not really.
Next question, DeSean. Let's do it. Before the next question, tell me, how long have you been living in Georgia for so far?
This year is 10 years.
10 years. Wow. And when you think about Virginia, what's the best memory that comes to your mind?
The beach. Being on the beach is my best memory from Virginia.
I see.
Yeah.
And tell me, I think you're based in Atlanta, yeah? What do you like the most about living in Atlanta? What's the best part of the city, in your opinion?
For me, it is Midtown. I love the gay community here in the city.
Yeah. And the city itself it's a big city. There are a lot of opportunities over there. People are very friendly.
Well, for the most part, people are friendly, but there are a lot of opportunities, and you can pretty much do what you want to do. But it's like it feels even better when you have a community of people, and that's what I find in the city, and that's what keeps me here.
As you mentioned about the gay community over there, do you feel safe being gay in Atlanta? Do you think it's a place where you can be your truly self?
Absolutely. Yes.
Okay. Next question for you is, who would you swap lives with for a day, if you could?
Just for a day, I'm gonna say it, Beyonce.
Wow. Tell me why.
Just because, you know, it's Beyonce. And it's like, you know, get a little insight into how hard she works and how everything in her life just seems to work out. There has to be, there has to be some routine. There has to be, I just want to see it like success, just be around that amount of success. Soak it in for a day. Maybe take those lessons with me.
She just won now. She made history now, being the most Grammy winners in history so far. As a female, isn't she? I think. Wow.
Yeah.
Top three favorite songs of Beyonce, in your opinion?
Top 3 favorite songs of Beyonce?
Yeah.
Okay. Love on Top, All Night, and Virgo's Groove.
Mm. And did you like her since when she started with the group Destiny's Child?
Yes, I did. Yes, I love Destiny's Child.
It was amazing, wasn't it? They were so amazing together.
I secretly hope that they get back together.
Never know. You never know. I think a lot of groups, they, somehow they do some like a world tour or something together. I think would be a good thing to do, actually. I think people would appreciate and like that, to see those 3 beautiful ladies together.
Yes.
Next question. Let's do it. Next question is, what is your favorite kitchen smell?
Favorite kitchen smell?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. All of them. Like, I like the smell of, like, let's say a lasagna cooking. I like the smell of baked cookies and brownies and cakes. And I like the smell of just like sauteing vegetable. All of them. All the food smells, all of them.
Do you like cooking?
I do like cooking.
Wow. Yeah. And what's your specialty? Something that you cook that your friends, people around you go like, okay, that's the best thing that you ever cooked. Is there something?
It's like something easy, but like a baked ziti, I'm very generous with the ricotta cheese, which is appreciated.
And there is something that you don't like to eat at all?
In this very moment, I can't think of anything. I'm not a picky eater at all.
Welcome to the club. I'm the same as well. When I go to eat a friend's house, they go like, "Wait, is there something that you don't like eating?" Okay, I go like, I can eat anything. Just cook it and I'll be fine.
Yeah.
Ready for another question?
Yes.
Let's do it. Next one. Next question for you is, what's the best advice have you ever received?
The best advice that I've ever received?
Yeah.
Is that no matter what I'm going through, it's temporary, and no matter, like, if I take it day by day, I can make it through anything.
Tell me, how was growing up as a gay boy back in Virginia?
It's very repressed. It was very repressed. It's like, just because, and maybe it was because of the times, like it was like the 90s, early 2000s. So there was bullying, and there was like me hiding it from my family, and just super afraid to ever let anybody find out. But at the same time, everybody at school knowing and me being bullied for it. So it was like, it was difficult. And do you think nowadays you can live your truly self? You can be your totally self nowadays? Nowadays, absolutely. Yes. And when was the moment that you realized that you went like, okay, from this day, I'm going to be my truly self? There was a moment that you remember? There is. It was it was, I was in Vegas, and we were really drunk on tequila. But I was like 18, and I was with a group of friends, and I came out to everyone, and I was like, you know what? And after they were so accepting, like, they already knew, I'm like, this feels like a weight lifted, and I don't ever want to go back into feeling like I have to hide. So, like, from this day forward, I'm going to be myself unapologetically. And, if someone says something about it, I'm the only one who can live my life, you know? So it was
Totally.
like from 18 on.
Wow. And why did you feel like, okay, I'm gonna come out today? Just because you're in Las Vegas?
Maybe that did have something to do with it, but I
Oh,
just felt so comfortable, and
you felt was the right moment.
yes.
Amazing, amazing. I think all of us we go through that as well, and it just feels right, doesn't it? When you feel like, okay, I'm gonna just um, be myself from now on. I'm gonna share the news, and you're so young as well, very brave because 18 to come out and like out of nowhere. I think that's is a very brave thing to do for sure. Yeah, and you're always gonna remember. Imagine coming out in Las Vegas just like that. Amazing. Next question. Let's do it. Next one. Okay, Sean, next question is, what have you learned during this coronavirus lockdown, the first lockdown when the world went upside down? Tell me something that's something positive that came out of that challenge journey.
Something positive. I
Yeah,
was able to, even though I still worked, I was able to really think about what I wanted to do and where I wanted to go. So I was able to plan out and take action. So it was like, you know, like it, I'm sorry, but the best thing it did for me was allow me to take action on my dreams and to make those first steps, because, I realized just how short life was, and how some things could be outside of my control, or some things can throw things off. So I'm like, you know, don't, there's no need to procrastinate anymore.
absolutely. And the beginning of the interview, you said how much you enjoy your job, but tell me the flip side, the most challenging part, what that would be.
Um, People's personalities,
Mm-hmm.
um, just, yes, dealing with people. And sometimes, there's a lot of people who are afraid of needles, and other people are more afraid than others. And, they have entire meltdowns, and it's just sometimes it can be difficult to get through that, to get their labs, or it could be difficult personalities at work. It's like the most difficult thing, because the job itself, it's like got it down like a science, but everything else can be difficult.
I see.
People.
See. Okay. Next question. Let's do it. Okay. Next question for you is, what is the happiest day in your life so far, and why you consider that?
The happiest day of my life was when I moved to actual Gayland in Midtown. Like, before, I lived outside of the city and I would go, but when I actually moved into the city, it was like the happiest I have been,
And why is that?
because it was like, before, I didn't necessarily feel fully accepted in the area that I was living, but it was affordable. I only felt like, so it was like I I only had that safe bubble in Midtown, and then when I finally moved into the safe bubble and everything aligned, like I didn't have to leave. It was like, I felt comfortable walking outside of my house. I felt comfortable everywhere that I was, and it was like, it felt freeing, and everything was like I could walk to everything, and it was just the convenience, and I fell in love with the city, and I was just grateful to be exactly in the part that I wanted to be.
And tell me, if I would come to Atlanta for the very first time, what's the place that it's a must to visit? It's a must to go. What would you suggest?
So I'm gonna just say what everybody says. It's a must to go to the Georgia Aquarium. It's I personally think it's a must to go to the High Museum. You got to see that. Hmm. As far as food, there's so many good food places. There's so many. And it would depend on what you were coming for. What else is a must see? Like a must see. There's like this trap museum. There's that rainbow cross rock if you're gay, like just to see that. Piedmont Park. Yes. There's so
Amazing.
much that you can do though. So it's like do as much as you can.
How about the gay scene? What's the place that is quite popular, it's quite friendly, and people like to go?
So it changes so much, but right now that place seems to be like the hideaway. A lot of people seem to go there. They're very friendly. And then another place is like Blake's on the Park. A lot of people go there.
See. Okay. I have 3 questions left for you. Let's do it. Next question is, what things do you consider to be relationship deal breakers?
Okay, a relationship deal breaker would be, for me, any form of gaslighting. If I feel gaslit at all, it's a deal breaker. It's like if we have a disagreement or anything, I don't want to be gaslit. I want us to both take accountability. Like, so that's a deal breaker. What else is a deal breaker? That's about it. That's what I can really think of to be like a real deal breaker. Because you can work through anything. Just you want to be.
Do you think that in Atlanta it's easy to keep a relationship in the gay scene? Do you think people are? It's you know what I mean. Like big cities, it sometimes can be quite difficult to maintain a
Very
relationship.
difficult. It's very difficult.
You say that Atlanta is the same as well.
Yes, it's very difficult.
And why do you think that?
Because we have all these dating apps and we have all this instant gratification. And it's never let's make this work. It's like, oh, there's another option here. There's another option there. There's
I see. Yeah, I think big cities, the same time as well, it can be challenging regarding that because, as you said, there is always not, I think it's normal when you have in a big city people they're more adventurous. Maybe they there are a lot of tourists as well. Do you know what I mean? So it sometimes can get all mixed and people can get a bit confused regarding that. Yeah. 2 questions left for you. Let's do it, DeSean. Right, before the next question, in your opinion, what's the biggest difference between Virginia State and the Georgia State, and what's the big similarity between both states, in your opinion?
The big difference is, and this is just for Atlanta. It's much more to do, much bigger of a city. It's diverse. Virginia has its diversity, and it's up and coming, and they have it's very military there. Like from where I'm from, it was like a lot of military. Like you had a naval base, an Air Force base, an Army base. It's like, and then you had NASA, so it was all very military oriented. They're building up everything. But it's like the biggest difference is I feel like I would go to Virginia to settle down. to start a family because it's it's like a little slower paced than Atlanta is, just a little bit, depending on where you are.
I see. And the similarity?
I guess it's southern states, so it's like you got that southern hospitality. People are friendly. People are friendly.
Nice one. Very good. Next question for you is, what do you like the most in your best friends?
Their bluntness, and how upfront they are. They're no prisoners. They don't care at all. They're gonna say how they feel, and just as long as it's honest, that's what I love the most.
Oh,
and your best. That's what they're thinking.
And your best friends, they live. Most of them, they live in Atlanta as well.
Yes.
I see.
Okay. Well, and then you got a few of them that are, scattered about and married with children now. So they're embarking on that journey, but they're still when we communicate to one another, they're still the exact same, just with a whole lot more responsibility.
Amazing. Ready for the last question?
Yes.
Let's do it. Last one. Okay, DeSean, before the last question, tell me, as you mentioned about being in the Air Force, yeah? When you think about your career, your time, your journey in the Air Force, what's the best memory that comes to your mind?
Best memory? Getting to explore parts of different countries with your best friends. It's like having those stories with them. They're wild and crazy, but also experiencing like this new landscape, like even like the color palettes, the color schemes seem to be different in different countries. It's like, but just getting to do that with your best friends, and that is my best memory. Some of it is a little hazy though, because there was also, we drank heavily, we were very intoxicated for a lot of
it. Amazing. Last question for you is, what is the strangest gift have you ever received?
It was like a gift exchange, like a white elephant. So, it's like a gift lottery sort of deal. And I ended up with some lingerie.
And who gave you that?
Well, it was a work function. So one of my coworkers.
Okay, DeSean, it's not the end yet. Let's play now the word association game, okay? I'm going to give away some words. Just tell one word that comes to your mind, okay? Quick thinking. So, I hope you are enjoying the interview. Before we do the word association game, don't forget to give a like, don't forget to share this video, and also don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Just click on the button right there. Thank you so much and enjoy the word association game. One word for money.
Wow, happiness.
Love.
Loss.
Love.
Love. Power.
One word for family.
Creative.
Sex.
Disappointment.
Life.
Inevitable.
Politics.
Bullshit.
Religion.
Socially constructive.
Wow, I like this word, socially constructive. Did I say right?
Yes.
One word for fear.
Mind.
Friendship.
Connection.
Desire.
Dangerous.
It can be very dangerous. Regret.
Regret. Not helpful. Like I'm blanking on the word right now. Like a waste of energy, a waste of time. You know.
Mm-hmm. Success.
Hard work.
Wish.
Manifest.
Happiness.
Love.
One word for Virginia.
One word for Virginia. Past.
One word for Atlanta.
Present.
USA.
Get me out of here.
Okay, that's the first thing that came to your mind.
Yes.
Right. And the last one now, Air Force. One word.
Family.
Okay. Let's pretend I'm going to meet your best friend for a coffee, and I'm going to ask your best friend, what is the most beautiful thing about DeSean, and what's something that he still needs to work on, to improve on? What your best friend would say?
They like they always talk about like, all right, something that we need to work on is like my impulse control. I am known to go on adventures or just not necessarily think things all the way through. But they would say, in their words, it's my honesty, it's my upfrontness. It's like, and they know that I'll be there for them.
Beautiful, beautiful. Hey, sorry?
Oh, is that so hard? I should prepare myself.
No, it's okay. I think it's just it's about your thinking genuinely, like what comes from your thoughts. Let's play now, DeSean and the Magic Box, and you can ask me a question. Okay, DeSean, you can ask me a question now.
Okay. What's your favorite question to ask?
Wow. I love the question, and it's going to be easy for me because there is one question in the Magic Box that it's my favorite question. When it comes up, I go like, oh my God, that's my favorite question. And the question is, actually, it's not a question itself, it's like a challenge. And I'll explain to you. There is a question in the Magic Box which says, send away a message to someone, but you don't need to tell who this message is for. I love this question, because, this question gives you the opportunity for you to express yourself in a way that the only person who you know that you are sending away this message is the person who is expecting that and knows that. Could be something positive, could be something negative, could be, people, this question came along to people and they literally apologized for something that they've done in the past. Or maybe they said something that they would never forget, like a moment, a memory. So I love that question because it's a way for the person to express something that they want to express, just with someone who is the other side, and that they can connect with this person. So that's one of my favorite questions in the Magic Box, because it's like an opportunity for the person to say something or to express something that they can connect with just one person or different people that they would like to share that moment or a message. So yeah, this one is my favorite one.
Okay. Beautiful.
Did you enjoy the interview, DeSean?
I did enjoy it, yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you for taking the time today for the interview. I know, nowadays with our lives, we are so busy, and when I, I, I appreciate a lot when someone take their time to share a moment with me because I think nowadays when people give their time, it's precious because we are so busy. We have our own lives. Everything's happening. So yeah, I appreciate a lot that you take your time for the interview. And before you go, if you can share a positive message, something that you live by.
Okay. Something that I live by. Never limit yourself. You can do anything that you set your mind to. Like a lot of times I always hear, I want to do this, but it's situational. But your situation can change. I just live by, and it doesn't happen overnight. But as long as you have a goal and you know exactly what you want to do, life will line up for you, and life will remove those obstacles that are currently in your way. Just as long as you meet it and you work towards it. So it's like you can work yourself out of any situation or anything. Anything that you go through is all temporary. Everything is temporary. Never feel trapped. Never feel like you know this is all. Never give up. Never let cave into the pressure. And then if you fall, it's not about you fall. It's about how you get up. It's about your bounce back. It's about your resilience. So times are hard, but never give up. Never give up.
Beautiful message. Keep going. I think we should always keep going. Hard days will come, beautiful days will come along as well, but keep going. Never stops, and try to see the positive message out of the challenging times. And yeah, I like the message. I love it. Thanks so much for sharing that. Thank you.
Thank you.
All the best. Enjoy your weekend, and it was a pleasure connect with you. Okay, take care, DeSean. Take care. Bye. So, did you like the show? Don't forget to give a like, share it, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like to be part of the show as well, first, subscribe to our channel, and after that, just go to our website, www.williamandthemagicbox.com, and send us a request saying why you'd like to be part of the show. And I see you there. Bye bye, see you next time.